Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an MLP cast. And it's been a while since I've done this. But we're going to do a replay cast. This time around for a man by the name of Rin, who I've casted for before for some Echo League games. But he's got an interesting replay. He dared me, in fact, to cast this. And people that I've cast for before will know that it doesn't really matter how long the game is. I will cast it. Rain, hail, or sunshine. So without further ado, allow me to go through the drafts quickly. Of course, I don't have any co-casters because it's a replay, but just bear with me solo casting. So we've got Harambe playing on the Phantom Lancer. We have the Socialist, or Bernie Sanders. Probably just call him Bernie. He'll be playing that DK. We have Rin himself playing the Anti-Mage. We've got a Medusa being played by Chris the Pipes. And finally, the support Crystal Maiden, Mr. Willow. On the Radiant end of things, we've got Raw Puppy 1234 playing the Night Stalker. We've got Very Fast Doggo playing the Pudge. In fact, they're going to find Mr. And I think Mr. screwed here. Yeah, he should be dead. I can't imagine he survived. It was a pretty damn good hook. And there's a Frostbite. Gangbang, I don't think he can catch up here. So I think he might be okay. No, he'll be dead. So it's a first blood going straight to Gangbang. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but it was a pretty damn good hook. Some nice positioning there from Pudge. Allow me to go through the rest of the draft. So we have Cycling Joe playing the Techies. We have Booty Dangler playing the Legion Commander. We saw Doggo. And yeah, we've already seen Gangbang. So that's pretty much everyone. Now, I did agree to make it as simple as possible because I realized that some of Rin's friends are watching and they don't play Dota, so I will try and explain the spells as best I can. I'm sure Rin will advise you already that it's a pretty darn hard game to understand if you've never played it. Even people that have played hundreds of hours don't get it yet. So bear with me and I'll try to explain it. It's not going to be the easiest, but let's see how we go. So we have a Night Stalker Spectre off lane up against the Anti-Mage Crystal Maiden safe lane. It should be relatively okay, but that Night Stalker going to cause heaps of problems. He's pretty much just spamming that Void. Just does a bit of damage, bit of slow. What you've got to realize with Night Stalker is pretty much this spell right here, this passive that he has, makes it so he's ridiculously faster at night. So even at level 1, he's 20% movement, like his movement is 20% faster, attack speed 45 faster, so he's a lot faster during the night. So when you see this turn into a moon, this symbol right here at the top, it means it's nighttime, and that is when the Night Stalker will go hunting. So around the 4-minute mark, because every 4 minutes, that's when the daytime and nighttime change, you'll see Night Stalker start going crazy. So keep an eye on him around 4 minutes. Pudge, you already saw he has a hook, so he can hook people in. So he has to throw that and aim it pretty well to actually connect. But if he does, he pretty much drags anyone he hooks to him, including allies if he so wishes. Just try to explain the harder spells to understand, maybe. We did see the mid lane as well. It's a DK versus a Pudge, so nothing too crazy going on here. There shouldn't be too many kills in the mid lane. 2 melee heroes, so it should be a relatively calm lane, and we'll probably see Pudge rotate a lot later on because it is a Pudge, and Pudges like to gank generally. Harambe actually going on Cycling Joe, and bit of damage, but nothing too much. Too much to worry about anyway. Now, I'm going to try and explain Cycling Joe. The techies. Pretty complicated here to explain, but basically he plants mines that you can't see unless you have certain items, and if you run over them, they'll explode and deal a hell of a lot of damage. So he plants these mines, and he becomes really painful because you never know where they are, and if they're sneaky enough, they'll place them in really awkward spots, so you walk past and you blow yourself up every time. We'll see that a bit later on. I probably shouldn't over-explain too much because there's way too much to explain, but as you saw the hook attempt there, I'll probably just go to regular casting, and once things happen, I'll explain what happened. I should also mention I am slightly sick at the moment, so please do excuse me if I do sound like a bit nasally. Pretty sick at the moment, but who am I to deny a cast request? We do see it is an offlane Medusa as well. Bit strange, but the draft wasn't very good. It looks like people chose cores. Like there's 4 cores and 1 support hero, so that's not very good. The Radiant draft isn't that much better, but in fact you could argue it's worse because they don't actually have a hard support. They've literally got like 5 cores, so not very good on either draft. But I guess Radiant wins out on that one. In terms of the late game, it would appear that the anti-mage, I mean the Radiant, the Dire I should say, do have a better off late game. Anti-mage split pushes very well. The DK as well, pretty strong late game. There's actually a Frostbite going on to Spectre, so Gangbang is going to have to back off. Copping quite a bit of damage, but Raw Puppy's there. And Rin, he's going to keep going for it. Gangbang has no mana left. And Frostbite onto the NS just to make sure they can't chase Rin any further. It's a good little play though. You're zoning at that Spectre, but at the same time, it looks like Rin having a bit of trouble getting that farm on the safe lane. DK top of the last hits. So he's doing pretty well for himself. But in terms of the anti-mage, not the best. Not like it's not the easiest lane. When you've got a Night Stalker, they're very, very, very annoying. And speaking of which, Night Stalker hasn't really started rotating yet, which is a bit strange. But I suppose he has a free kind of lane, and he can really harass Rin right now, as you can see, to get him out of the lane. So it might even be better just for him to stay there, because there's not much else going on in the rest of the lanes. Harambe and Chris, I mean, this is a very strange lane. Like, you don't usually see Medusa PL lane. So you can see the draft was really screwed up to begin with. Like, it wasn't the draft that it was meant to be. Definitely. And I'm sure there was a few arguments at the start. In fact, Booty is getting jumped on by Harambe. And I think Booty is trying to man fight this. He is healing up. Harambe, I don't know how much longer he can go with this. He does split up, and Booty, he'll be the one to run off. It looks like he will ultimately get taken down. No, maybe not. He's got the Phantom Rush in just a second, but it's not in range. And can he get that one last Spirit Lance? Oh, with the Fog ruined it. And beautiful hook from very fast. And Doggo, he's not got the rot. He's going to be kicking himself right now. He can commit the Dismember, but it's not in range. There it is. He barely gets it. So he will end up taking Harambe down. And that wouldn't be the first time. And it surely won't be the last. In a way, it's a kind of good game to be able to sit here and just try and make this as basically noob friendly as possible, because it's very slow. Like, there'll be a lot of farming going on in this game until all these cores are leveled up and got the gold they need. So in a sense, it's good that it's a slow game, so I can at least try and explain what's going on. Gangbang actually in a bit of trouble. Rin, he's going to make the chase. And I think he's screwed here. It was a good Crystal Nova. And they should be able to get the last hit. Yeah, Gangbang. He will actually die. Mister will actually get the last hit, but good little kill for them. Spectre, got to start realizing, can't really maintain that lane any further. Unfortunately, doesn't have any other lanes to go to. So, yeah, not going to be the easiest lane for the Spectre either. And Cycling Joe hasn't really gone and placed many mines. Like, you see one there, that's a status trap. Specifically just to stun someone, like hold someone in place. It won't deal any damage. These are the ones you got to watch out for. They deal a lot of damage if you run past them. So, he has started, in fact. Dogo, he gets a kill at top lane onto Rin. And gets a bounty rune while he's at it. So, good rotation from him. And that's what we're going to see a lot from Doggo on the Pudge. You're going to really see this guy roaming a lot, because that hook just makes it so easy to gank heroes and does so much damage. Misses it on Bernie, but he will be able to turn around and have another go. Back bot lane, looks like Booty actually got a kill onto Harambe again. And now Pudge misses the hook completely. Bernie, he's dealing a bit of damage. It's a bit of cheap damage there. We'll back off. And looks like there might be some action at the top lane. No, Rin's just still farming. They will be farming for a while. This anti-mage, very important. He gets farmed up. Raw Puppy. It is daytime, so this is the time when Night Stalker, he'll start just kind of chilling, hitting these creeps, trying to get a bit more gold. In fact, we see Doggo, he's invis at the moment. He'll come in with the Dismember, hold him in place, and they should be able to get a kill. And there's the hook. Doggo will get a kill, so I probably should have explained what a rune is. But basically, at this spot right there, and this spot right there, there's things that spawn called runes every 2 minutes. And basically what that means is there's 4 different runes it can be: double damage, invis, haste, and illusion. And Doggo got an invis rune, to which case he came over, nobody can see him, and he took Rin out. They're trying to have a go on Mr. Willow, and he will back off. He did miss the hook, and the hooks aren't very easy to land, so it's not too surprising. See here the mines that were placed. Those ones can be detonated, so remote mines. He places them on the ground and he can detonate them whenever he wants. And that was Mr. Techies here, Cycling Joe. So a bit of damage dealt there. Raw Puppy, in fact, he's getting jumped on by Rin. Rin's chasing here, and the silence is up. So he will turn around and hit gangbang a bit, now gets slowed. Raw Puppy, he does have Crippling Fear, which does silence a hero for a certain amount of seconds, which basically means that they can't actually use any spells for the duration of that spell, which is very handy against an anti-mage, which is what Rin's playing, because anti-mage likes to blink away if he's in trouble, and if you silence him, he can't do that. So Night Stalker is a very good hero up against anti-mage in the early stages of the game. Up until, of course, he gets a couple interesting items, and then things will change, but we'll get there when we get there. Doggo, he's actually got that haste rune I was talking about. Makes you a lot faster, max movement speed. Goes for the hook, gets the CM, and Mister will go down. That was a good prediction. This is one of those things about the Pudge as well. And in fact, Spectre uses the ultimate trying to go on Rin, but gives up on it at the end. He was way too far to have a go there. Medusa now commits the ultimate at bot lane. And Booty will cop the Mystic Snake, but that'll be it. So things quieten down again. Doggo, he's going to get stunned up by the DK. And looks like Rin, he'll get straight back to farming. Still struggling a lot, 23-9. Not the best start for an anti-mage, definitely wants a lot more. On the bright side though, his DK is farming quite well, 56-4 last hit, so doing pretty well for himself on the DK. Had a much easier laning stage than than Rin on the anti-mage, of course. Should see bot lane, looks like there's some action here, but it was just another Mystic Snake. Cycling Joe in a bit of trouble, but he'll be okay. You've also got to watch out, Techies has a suicide skill, which basically means he throws himself into it and explodes and does a lot of damage. Raw Puppy coming in. Harambe trying to back off here, and Cycling Joe did come in, place a status trap, and that'll be it. Very slow rotations here, nothing too much. Oh, hook attempt, he actually grabs Harambe, and that'll be it. That was a beautiful hook. I mean, I was not expecting that to really hit, but it just caught him on the edge. And unfortunately, he could not get away. Didn't have Doppelganger available. Gangbang now. Going for a Vanguard, so he wants to tank up. Just a pretty simple item. I'm not too surprised the Gangbang's going for that kind of build. He hasn't got that safe lane farm, so you can't really expect him to be going for something like a Radiance, which is his preferred kind of item build, because you need a lot of farm very fast. So Vanguard is much more Much more suitable. Offers a bit more tankiness. It allows you to get into those fights early, which is really what they need right now with these drafts, which are, yeah, they're not the best drafts in the world. It's like Harambe, just farming himself right now. Only got an Aquila and boots. Not the happiest of PLs. And Chris has even resorted to the Ancients now. Almost dying, in fact. Got to be careful, and he will back off and continue farming at the least. And of course, he can kite that Ancient around if he does wish. And Doggo again grabs the Crystal Maiden. Did not even see him get that kill, but Doggo is playing very well. So this Pudge knows what he's doing. In fact, he's rushing an Aghanim Scepter. What that's going to do for him is that meat hook, that hook we were talking about. It's going to make it so it has a 4-second cooldown instead of 11-second cooldown. Which means he can keep spamming the living crap out of it. Which is pretty awesome. Not going to lie. Raw Puppy. Silence on Rin. But then Harambe turns around. Harambe's copying a lot of damage though. And Gangbang's here now. Doppelganger used. He will back off. And looks like Rin will just blink out. And Doggo again gets Mister. He literally just killed him and got him again. Looks like the CM has to pay a bit more attention, I think, because how many times has she died now? 4 times, so it's not too bad, but it's still pretty bad, like just dying over and over again to Pudge. In fact, Pudge is the top of the net worth at the moment. Has the most gold. Rin being chased down here. Raw Puppy wants to keep going. Now finds him. There's the silence. Hook out, but it was actually... He hooked his own teammate. And that's not what you want. And he'll have to back out of there. Cycling Joe actually trying to make a tower push. And you can see he's placed these mines there now. And so what he wants is when someone comes to use this building, and what this building does is it basically heals you up when you click on it. When somebody comes and tries to use it, he's just going to detonate all those mines and blow anyone up that goes there. Pretty smart, considering that usually you'll get a couple of people there to heal up at once, because there is a massive cooldown on that building. So pretty smart, because he can pretty much get a couple kills with a click of a button. And we'll probably see that in play very soon. When somebody goes to use it. In fact, Doggo, he's going for a kill and he finds Harambe. Beautiful hook attempt, misses though. Don't know how he saw him. Oh, there is a ward there. So the observer ward did actually spot him out running up that hill. So it was a good attempt. Unfortunately, did miss. But that should not stop him from trying again, and he will do so. Meanwhile, mid lane, we see Raw Puppy goes down. Bernie and Chris, they actually pushed the tier 1 tower in mid. And looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight in mid lane. Doggo, he wants to go for a hook attempt. Oh, misses completely. Chris, he's in a bit of trouble here. Mystic Snake, there's the Dismember. And Booty, he wants to go for the jewel. He hasn't used it quite yet. Really wants to get that jewel damage. Bernie, he's fighting this. Gangbang, copped a lot of damage. Hook missed again. And Cycling Joe, he's low HP. He's just going to run the hell out of there. Doggo, though, he really wants to find this second hook on Chris. Decides better of it. He's still quite a high HP. Mister now gets the frostbite, now commits the ultimate. And Raw Puppy actually runs in. There's the hook onto Chris, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The rot is chipping him down quite a lot though. There's the frostbite from the CM, now the Dismember. And I don't think Pudge can really get a kill here. Doesn't have enough mana for the hook. And he's going to keep chasing. Now he's been stunned up and he should die here. The frostbite as well. Yeah, way big of an overextension. Really didn't need to go that far. Still, it was a good attempt, but questionable decision making from Pudge at that point. Gave a lot of gold away as well. There was almost 700 gold given to the Way of the Diet for that kill. What you've got to remember is this hero, this Techie's hero, which nobody likes to play with or against. He can drag out the game as long as he wants. Because he can just place mines all over the map, and you literally will not be able to, like, basically your creeps, these little things here, will not be able to run to the structures to take them down. Actually, NS now in a bit of trouble. Hook completely missed from Pudge on the back lines, and Raw Puppy will go down. The Medusa ult was committed as well. They could go on gangbang here if they really want, and looks like he's out of range, so they'll let him go, but they want to go for the tier 2, I think. Dragon Knight, extremely good with taking out towers, because he does do, there is the corrosive breath, my apologies, 20 damage per second onto structures, which is very useful. Takes down structures very fast. Hook barely missed on Chris. Mystic Snake comes out. Bit of damage and he'll get it back. Rin still trying to go for the Battle Fury, but is very, very behind. Bernie, however, got the armlet, got the Dragon Lance, which will increase his range once he's in that ultimate form. And you see here, here's Cycling Joe. He's actually baiting out these heroes to come into the range of these mines. Mister will go down. He blew up all his mines for that, though. Now Chris, he's trying to fight Gangbang, who actually came in with his ulti. And looks like Gangbang's just going to make a walk out. Mystic Snake comes out as well. Cycling Joe will place some more mines there while he's there, but probably didn't need to use all the mines. He could have blew one up and killed the Crystal Maiden, but didn't do so. Ends up losing a lot of mines for it. Meanwhile, we see Booty Dangler. He's got a Shadow Blade now. This item basically allows you to run around invis for 14 seconds, and if you hit somebody while you're invis, it will break the invis, but it will do an additional 175 damage. So what Legion Commander basically wants to do is she uses that item to go invis, go near someone, use Jewel, which will force them to attack her, and she'll attack them for 4 seconds. If she wins the Jewel, she gets damage. Permanently. She gets plus 10 damage each time she wins the Jewel. If she loses the Jewel, then the person she was dueling will get 10 damage. If, of course, there is a duration, which is 4 seconds. If the Jewel runs out, then nobody gets anything. So nobody, like if the Jewel runs out, there's no damage given to anyone. So keep an eye on that. Now we see Chris, he's actually running to Doggo. In fact, Doggo's running to him. The ulti was committed. Now Harambe's here as well. They're going on to Doggo, and I think Doggo's screwed here. Rin was there as well, dealing quite a bit of damage, and Harambe, he's going to keep chasing. He wants gangbang now. And those Spirit Lance is really slowing him down. You can see those mines though. You've always got to be wary that those mines may be around. In fact, at the bot lane, looks like they were having gone to Cycling Joe, who's really baiting them out, but you can see their hesitation because they don't know where the mines are. And you always want to be careful with the techies because he could look like he's in trouble, but he could really be trying to bait you to run into his mine so he can detonate them on you. Back to it though. Bernie's still at the top of the net worth here. Farming very well. He's got that ultimate dragon form, the Elder Dragon form again, so he'll use that to take down this structure. It gives him ranged attack, as well as that corrosive breath, but he does get hooked in. He gets the tower. Doggo though, dismember used. Now Rin, he's trying to man fight this as well. Gangbang TP'd in, and I think Bernie's dead here. It's going to be pretty hard for him to survive this. He is using his armlet to toggle and survive at this point, Bernie. Good armor toggling here, and I think they're actually going to give up on this. Another stun from Bernie. Oh, the hook barely misses, thankfully for that creep who took the hit. And the dagger will hit him, but he can still use that armlet. Now Doggo, he could be in trouble. Chris, he does have the ultimate, does commit it. Trying to get that damn Doggo stoned here, but he can't do it, and he'll let him go. And Doggo looks like he wants to have a go here. Now, in case you were wondering, that whole weird sound and the greyish shadowy kind of thing that popped up, that was Medusa's ultimate, which is that hero, Chris's hero. Basically, what it does is if you stare at her for a certain amount of time, it's 2 seconds. If you stare right at her for 2 seconds, you'll be stoned for 3 seconds, which means you're basically a stone, so you can't do anything. And as well as that, she does additional physical damage to you. So you don't want to get stoned. Don't do drugs, kids. Harambe. He's almost got that diffusal blade. Rin. Battle Fury is up now, so he will be able to cleave, which makes it very fast for him to be able to take down those creeps and basically farm faster. That being said, the top lane is being pushed in. Mister's there. And looks like the Dire may be ready for a fight. See Legion Commander in the backlines with that Shadow Blade, just waiting it out. And it's going to run out, so she will get out of that invisibility. We'll have to wait for that cooldown, which has 10 seconds left. She also has picked up a Blade Mail. Now, to explain that, it basically is when you have Blade Mail on, anyone that does any damage to you will be returned back to them. So, very good item on a Legion Commander, which is very helpful in the duel, because while they're hitting you, they're dealing all that damage back to themselves. And if you can out-tank them, you basically win the duel just based on that. Doggo. He's looking for somebody. Bernie's there. He goes for the hook, barely misses. We'll have to let him go. Meanwhile, Raw Puppy, he's in a bit of trouble, but Gangbang TP's in. They're going on to Harambe. Can't get that jewel quite yet. Almost there. He needs to get in that little range. That little green circle is all he has to basically get that jewel off. And he's so close, but no cigar quite yet. And Mister actually turns around with the frostbite. Now the heal comes out. The jewel is used. He will get the kill. And as you see, winner, he does get plus 14 jewel damage, which is permanent. Now Rin will jump in though. Booty. Oh, good slow from Raw Puppy. And Raw Puppy's actually going to man fight. Rin should be able to take him out though. He does commit the Mana Void. And they will get the kill. Meanwhile, Bernie. Gangbang was still chasing them for some reason and gets killed off at the end of the day. So good rotations, but at the end of the day, the Dire win that one. 2-1. Bernie now actually got a Hurricane Pike. To quickly explain that, it basically means he can use that item to push himself, like force himself a bit away. It's pretty hard to explain, but basically you get pushed away and you can push your enemy away. You'll probably see it soon. In fact, Mister, he's going to get jeweled in a minute. The Blade Mail was used, didn't click the jewel though. Oh, big mistake from Booty, and now he might have lost his window of opportunity. And Bernie's actually making the chase. Dragon form committed. There's the stun as well. And yeah, he's screwed. LC Booty. He's trying to heal up, but Bernie is dealing a way too much damage. Should comment as well, Bernie, with that armlet that we saw before. When I say armlet toggling, basically what armlet does is it increase. Armlet toggling is basically because armlet increases your health. So if somebody's chasing you, you can toggle it on or off to play with that kind of health increase. In fact, there was a hook on Mister, and they're going after him still, but they couldn't get the kill thanks to Bernie, who stunned up that Pudge. Now the Frostbite as well. The ulti committed. Mister will get the kill, but I think he's screwed anyway. Yeah, Raw Puppy will get the kill. Bernie, he's going to turn around, try to get this tier 2, and he will be successful in that. And he will end up losing his life. I think they're going to make the chase, but he's so damn tanky. He was trying to armlet toggle, couldn't get it off. And yeah, that'll be it. Now, Booty is invis. Does see Chris, but I don't think he can win the duel here. And yeah, look, Medusa is way too tanky. In fact, Rin's here now as well. So he's going to try and turn around. They do silence him though, and he's silenced for a very long time. And Chris actually will die now, thanks to the reinforcements that came in. So Rin, gonna back off. Back to farming for him. He did pick up the Vladimir's offering. Offers that life steal. Every time he hits something, he gains a bit of health back. And that is in an area of effect, so his heroes do also get the added effect. See, Harambe did cop a few mines there, but will not die to it. And you hardly see this little bastard over on the map because he's always just trying to hide and place mines. Rin. He's going to be found by Doggo. Doggo does not go for the hook attempt quite yet. Mister was there as well. But he will back off straight away. And in fact, Mister went straight for an Aghanim Scepter. Very intriguing because I don't see many wards on the map from the dire end. So I'm a bit surprised that that was his main priority. But I suppose if that's how you... I don't know, if that's how you want to play the CM. It's still a very good item. It's just... doesn't really offer much, like in terms of this stage of the game. Like, it's usually a luxury for a support to be able to buy that. So interesting that he picked it up so early. Hook comes in, they do get Chris, and now they dismember. The ulti was committed though, so as you can see, they've turned it to stone. Now Chris, he will have time to back off, but Doggo, he has a haste rune, and there's the jewel from the LC, and they will be able to take out Medusa. That's an extra 14 damage added onto that, so 28 total damage so far for Booty. And they will continue on. They're evening up the game a bit. We'll have a quick look at the team net worth graphs. In fact, it looks like there's a gank attempt somewhere. And it is on Mister. He does use the frostbite though. Gangbang now. Will back off. Does not want to deal with Harambe. There's the hook. And Raw Puppy. Silence. Slow. And Harambe should die here. The hook barely misses though. He might have enough time to doppelganger here. And he doesn't use it. Bit late on the fingers. And this will mean this tier 2 goes down. More map control to the side of the Radiant. That being said though, Bernie's been taking a lot of towers himself. And he's been silenced, but he can really man fight if he wants. Raw Puppy can't fight this. And yeah, he's going to stun him now. There's the Breathe Fire as well. And Puppy will just give his life away for that. For no reason, really. You don't man fight a Dragon Knight. He's got way too much armor, way too much health regen. That being said, Booty, with that Blade Mail, might be able to get a kill. And look at the damage he deals. He'll get the kill. Another plus 14 to the way of the Legion Commander. And yeah, nobody will really be able to help there. I could see Rin thinking about it. But we'll decide to go back and farm, which is really what he needs to do. Because things are a bit too close at the moment. Meanwhile, Gangbang, he is attempting to go for that Radiance now. So he is committing to that item. And Harambe has a different kind of plan for him. But doesn't use the diffusal on him now. Another lands. Hook misses. Gangbang. Still not diffused. Now he is. So he's been slowed up quite a lot. Hook again. Beautiful hook from Doggo to get his friend out of there. Now the stuns. The mines. Oh my goodness. Absolutely painful to deal with. And this is why people hate techies so much. Just ruins everything when you're least expecting it. Doggo, very confident. Does have that Aghanim Scepter. So only a 4-second hook. Does throw it out. Hits Harambe. Will get the kill. No. Doppelganger just in time. And he will get away. Now, I'll quickly explain what Doppelganger does. Basically, it takes you out of the world for a second. And you'll come back into it with 3 other... Well, is it 2 or 3? I believe it's 2. You get 2 or 3 other illusions of you. And that's pretty much it. Like, you can do a lot with it. Like, you can trick people into thinking, you know, one of the other illusions is the real you, but it's not. It's hard to explain. There's a lot to do, but because within that second that you use it, you pretty much become invincible as well. So that's how he managed to survive that situation. My goodness, it's so hard to explain all these spells, let me tell you. Regardless, Chris, he's back to farming. He's got a Lincoln Sphere. Every 13 seconds, you can block a directed spell at you. Which means that if Legion Commander tries to duel the Medusa, it will just block it and he won't actually get the duel off. A lot of farming in this game. Rin now has the Manta style. He's able to spawn 2 illusions now of himself. Gotta be careful. Look at all those mines though. And Cycling Joe, he's trying to bait this out. He'll bring him into these ones first, but it's not gonna be enough, I don't think. He puts one of the stun mines there. He's rooted in place now. They're called status traps, my apologies. Now Rin, he's been baited in. Still not enough damage, and Cycling Joe will lose his life. Really should have ran this way. A lot more mines there, so he could have got the kill on Rin, but opts to go for the other stack, which was only 3 mines. And will not get the kill. That being said though, Rin is at the top of the net worth now, so he's out farming everyone else, which is pretty standard for an anti-mage, but still, it's good to see him catch up in this game because he was very behind at the early stages. He'll TP out now. Good TP as well. And you can see Bernie really trying to push the pace. Now we'll stun up this Night Stalker, and Night Stalker should be dead here. Raw Puppy, he can't survive this, and he will get taken down at the end of the day. That being said, Doggo wants to come defend. And I don't think he can defend this. He's the only one there at this point. And looks like there's the Spec ulti. Where's she going? She's going on to Mr. straight away. Mr. does have the ulti. He can commit it, but it looks like he's just waiting hook attempt, and it does commit on Chris. And the Lincolns does block his dismember. Now Bernie actually going on to Booty. Booty, he's looking for an attempt at a duel here. No, the Blade Mail was committed. Medusa ultimate in the background. They do take out the LC. Gangbang. He's in a bit of trouble. Rin's here now as well. They're going to have a go. There's the hook. And Doggo, it looks like Doggo will lose his life here, and he does indeed. The Mana Void committed. The bomb's coming out from Cycling Joe. Rin, he's having a go here, but actually there was one taken down. It was Harambe. So Harambe loses his life to a mine. And I think that's it for them. No, they won't give up quite yet. Gangbang, he's actually running into man fight against Rin, but not the smartest decision. Now Bernie, he's got the stun available. We'll throw it out. Does end up getting the kill onto Spec. Now Raw Puppy comes back in onto the AM, and he is rooted in place, and that's one of the strengths about those Stratus traps coming out from techies. And the Night Stalker now copping a lot of damage. He will end up taking out Bernie though. Chris Pipes, he's the only one left. Mystic Snake comes out, and oof, will not be enough. 15 HP on Cycling Joe. Very unfortunate for Chris to not be able to get that kill, but too risky to chase. So big team fight, probably the biggest team fight of the game so far, coming out then. And I'm not sure who really won it. I would say the Dire did, but the Radiant did catch up slightly at the end. Radiant's now picked up on the Spectre. Radiance, basically what it does, every 60 seconds, everything around you burns for 60 damage. Which is very handy. Because Spectre's ultimate, basically, it's called Haunt, it spawns an illusion. Oh, actually hook onto Chris. He did commit the ulti though, so they are stoned. Now the stone wears off, the hook will barely miss Chris. And Mr. was coming in from the backlines to try and help out. Now, I was trying to explain, basically what Haunt does on the Spectre is, actually there's going to be a team fight. Booty almost goes down, hook misses. So what Haunt does on the Spectre is, all you do is you click that button, and every hero, every enemy hero, an illusion spawns behind them and starts attacking them. And you can travel to any of those illusions. Now, when you've got this Radiance, it also goes to those illusions, so every illusion you have starts burning the heroes for 60 damage per second, which is quite a decent amount, and it's pretty handy if someone's going to be able to get away, because you can just press your ultimate and your illusion will chase them and take them down with that burn that you've now got. They're taking out Roshan though, the Radiant, and looks like they may be successful. So once they take this out, they get the Aegis of the Immortal, and the hero holding that, if they die, they will respawn after 3 seconds. So it is a second life. Very handy in team fights. Not the easiest to take down, but they will end up taking it down at the end of the day. And they'll actually give it to Gangbang on the Spectre. So that second life will be available to him. And generally we do see there will be a... I was going to say that was a strange hook attempt. Chris was literally standing in place and he completely whiffed it. Bernie now throws out the stun. Hook misses again from Doggo, but they're going to make the chase. Bernie's in big trouble here. He needs some backup. Hook onto the Spectre. Chris, he uses the ulti, but nobody's staring at him. And looks like Mister will end up going down. There's the Spec ulti committed. And they're going to keep going onto Bernie. The CM did end up going down at the end of the day. And Gangbang gets a double kill for himself. Now Chris, he's in trouble himself. There's the duel. And it looks like he'll give some more damage away to this LC. And that's 3 down for the side of the Dire. Big gold changes. And things aren't looking too good. Night Stalker has a heart, so he's got a lot of added health. Very tanky now. In fact, he's over 3k HP, which is quite a lot. They're going to start pushing this tier 3 tower. And this isn't good news for the Dire. Because this building here and this building here, you take those down, these little creeps here become a lot bigger and a lot stronger. So the aim of the game is to take these structures down. They're actually going for a team fight here, but Harambe's not going to be the easiest kill in the world. A very sneaky hero. He's draining a lot of mana as well with that Diffusal Blade. And Booty, he might be in trouble. He's run completely out of mana. And now they're going to actually make a trace on him. Rin will join in. And yeah, there's the Lance. They will get the kill. Now Raw Puppy just trying to take out that last barracks, and he does do so. So at the end of the day, they should be punished for this. And looks like Rin will go for it. Does not have a mana void available, so he will have to just try and hit him. But the heart makes him so damn tanky. Raw Puppy, will he go down? Rin, he's still making the chase. One last hit. He can really blink for this. And he does do it. Oh, now it's one more hit. And there it is. He will get the kill. Gangbang actually ended up getting away, but he has the Aegis anyway. So had he died, he would have just respawned after 3 seconds. Can see Tech is actually got an Octarine core, so his cooldowns are minus 25% now. Oh, and Mister, he's been caught out again by this Pudge and Doggo. He's going to enjoy himself there. And he will get the kill with the hook at the end of the day. But Rin should be able to get the return kill on Doggo, which is probably more worthwhile for them. They really need to check out this stun though. Is there a mana void? There is. And, oh, Gangbang actually TP's in and loses his Aegis because of it. But there's TP support coming in, so he won't be left alone. Booty's there, and actually he's losing his life so fast. Rin, he's going to turn around, try and attack Booty. Blade Mail used, but too late. They didn't get the jewel off. And they will use that shrine to heal up. So big kills go in the way of the Dire. Massive mistakes from the Radiant. And Rin, he actually has an MKB now as well. Meaning he can't actually miss. There are items in the game and skills that you can get that make you miss or make enemy heroes miss, but with the MKB that Rin just bought, the Monkey King bar, he actually cannot miss, which is really good. Not to mention a lot of damage and a chance to mini bash, which does a hell of a lot of extra damage. 160 mini bash damage, so that's quite a lot. Hook onto Bernie. Bernie will just 4-staff and walk it off. Chris, still farming. Raw Puppy will actually be in a pretty dangerous position here. And Bernie was there, but does not want to commit. Scared there are heroes behind him, and there was indeed. There was 2 more heroes. Doggo. Looking for the hook attempt now. Rin will jump onto him. There's the hook. The dismember. No, the Manta used. There, he does get the real one at the end of the day, but doesn't make a difference. Rin is a way too farm now to die to a single pudge. And looks like Cycling Joe. He's being very cheeky, but might get taken down here. Bernie, he's looking for it. The route. Very long indeed. It's really hard because you can't do anything if you run into that mine. That roots you in place. That status trap. Rin now, he's actually making a push for mid. And they're just going to get back to farming here. Looks like Bernie, he's going to have a go. There's the spec ulti though, and it looks like he's going onto the Crystal Maiden. And it's specifically to be able to get that dual damage. So now he's at the plus 78 dual damage. And the whole idea is, as the game goes on, you just get so much dual damage that you just destroy people with 1 or 2 hits. Now Cycling Joe, he has an Aghanim Scepter as well, which means that his remote mines do a lot more damage. So you've got to be very careful if you walk into those mines, which are invisible, and he detonates them on you. A couple of them will kill you now. I hope I'm making this as simple enough to understand, but please do understand it is a very complicated game to try and explain to somebody who's never played. So I hope this is easy enough to understand. Luckily it's a very visual game, so you can kind of see what's going on. Doggo will go for the hook. He does miss. Bernie has the stun. Oh, there's the dismember though. Doggo, he wants to hold him in place for the time being. Cycling Joe's coming in, but there's not much a techies can really do to help out here. Meanwhile, Rin, he's being chased down. Blink straight back up though. Raw Puppy, there's the silence, so it's going to really slow him down. And I think Rin, yeah, he's screwed. He will die. That's what I mean by the silence on the Night Stalker. Really makes it hard for these anti-mages. And Rin will experience that just then. It does appear that Rin will require what's called a BKB, which basically for a certain duration it makes you immune to spells. So if you do get silenced, you can pop that, and it will make it so you're not silenced anymore. He does have the Manta style, which kind of does the same thing. Like if you're silenced and you use the Manta style, it will take off the silence that you had. But that's if that's on cooldown at that point, not going to be too helpful. Chris, he actually commits the ulti. Does stone the NS, but there's not much damage he can really do here. He's just not farmed enough. Mister, he will commit the ulti as well, but it's not really doing too much. Gangbang, he is frozen in place now. There's the hook, and looks like Doggo will end up getting a kill. They're going to keep going here. Medusa does get hooked as well. Doggo is getting the hooks off really well right now, and Medusa will end up losing her life here as well. And this could be a second lane of racks. Bernie going to try and defend this. A lot of damage coming out from him. Will it be enough though? Gangbang, he's been jumped on and looks like he will end up going down, and the rest of the Radiant want to get the hell out now. Status traps holding them in place, not allowing them to get any more. And actually Mister loses his life again to Doggo. Now Bernie gets hooked in as well. And Booty, he's looking for the attempt there. Raw Puppy actually goes onto the Phantom Lancer. Should be able to get a kill here, and looks like he will. Meanwhile, Bernie now is being chased up by Booty. His jewel is not available quite yet. 5 seconds away. That being said, Raw Puppy's there to help out. The jewel is now available. Will he commit it? He actually does not, and that's a big mistake from him. Gives enough time for Bernie to get out. Now it looks like the Night Stalker, he's going to get taken out from Rin and Bernie. They're going to keep chasing, maybe? No. They'll let it go. Another big fight. Very confusing decision making. My goodness. From both teams, but Big mistakes coming out from Legion Commander. Not sure why she didn't use the jewel on the Dragon Knight. Which basically she just let him walk away from imminent death. Probably the worst idea to try and cast the game this long when you're sick as well, because you forget how to use words properly, and you tend to get tired really fast. This is probably like the 20 billionth time of 20 billionth time I've casted a game that's been like an hour and a half long, so it's nothing new to me. It's just that when you're sick, it makes it a lot harder, and there's a certain amount of regret I'm getting right now from casting this game while I'm sick. They're going for the next Roshan. And Bernie, meanwhile, he's trying to get Cycling Joe. There's the stun. He's got that Dragon form available, but doesn't really look like he needs it. Cycling Joe, one more hit. And he can't find him. He's juking him around quite a lot around those trees. Places a status trap. Looks like he'll be able to walk this one off. I can't believe he actually managed to get away from that. Meanwhile, Roshan will go down. Gangbang will pick it up the Aegis again. Booty, he's coming from the back lines. Bernie, he's going to be jumped on. The jewel is available. He actually copped the bomb as well. There's the jewel, and this will be another bit of jewel damage now. Another thing I have to point out, because this man's jewel damage is going to start escalating quite quickly. Every hero has a bunch of talents that they can select from, and I'm not going to go through all of them because it's way too confusing to explain, but Booty has a level 25 talent which gives him plus 40 jewel damage bonus. So each time he wins a jewel, instead of just winning, I believe it's 18. Actually, we'll just wait it out. Raw Puppy, he's getting jumped on here. Instead of winning 18, he wins plus 40 more, which means he now wins 58. There is a base race kind of thing going on here. Rin and Medusa taking out the bot lane. Meanwhile, Booty, he's actually taking out that bot Rax at the dire end of things. Gangbang, he's being jumped on here by Harambe. Booty, he wants to go for a duel though. Harambe, he's juking them around quite a lot. And I think he's in a bit of danger though. Gangbang's not really too scared of him. If they get the duel off, he's screwed. And they do get it off, and he will lose his life. And it looks like Medusa are going to keep pushing here, even though they've already got that Rax. They got to try and defend this though, because if they lose that second one, it's going to make it a lot harder for them to be able to push back. Gangbang, he's going to lose his life here, I think. He's been slowed up too much now. Bernie's there. In fact, Booty turns around, wants to fight this one out, but he might lose his life. Commits the BKB, but it's not enough. But you've got to really watch out for that Legion Commander. He's now 212 dual damage additionally. So he's hitting for 600 per physical normal attack. Doggo, gonna go for the Dismember. Only breaks the Lincolns now. He's the one in trouble. Actually, Spectre, Gangbang, he's stuck around for no reason. He loses his Aegis at the least. And Bernie wants to stick around and go for him. He's got the stun available. And it's a slow process, but if he can, he may be able to just kill Gangbang. Actually, Gangbang turns around and just going to man fight this, and now Bernie's the one in trouble. Harambe jumps in, and they're going to try and go after him. And there's the stun. Bernie will survive through it and actually get the kill on Gangbang. And I hear a Dismember, and it's actually on Bernie, who's almost dead here. He's standing in the rot, which is really not what he should be doing, and he 4-staffs out at the end. Meanwhile, Rin, he's making a chase onto this Night Stalker Raw. He did use that silence. And Rin, he can't really stop him in place. Oh, this is a bait. That's a massive bait. So Raw basically baited Rin to run down where all these mines were planted, and then Techies detonated the mines. Now Mister's there for absolutely no reason. Will end up getting taken down at the end of the day. Not sure why Mister ran in to that area. Really unsure about that. And if I couldn't tell better, I feel like Medusa's going for a Divine Rapier here. And Divine Rapier is an item that gives... Is it 330 now that it gives you? Yeah, 330 damage. But if you die, it will drop out of your inventory and anybody else in the enemy could pick it up. And we'll get that additional plus 330 dual damage. So that is the major risk about a Divine Rapier. Is if you pick it up, you get an amazing amount of damage at once. However, if you die, you will lose the item. And then you got to hope that one of your teammates pick it up. But most of the time they don't, and the enemy team gets it, and then you're completely screwed. We'll see what he does though, because he kind of needs something to be able to push all these creeps back that are pushing into their lane. And this game really isn't going their way at the moment. We'll have a look at that team net worth, and the Radiant are 10k in the lead. XP is about 20k in the way of the Radiant, so Radiant are well ahead here. In fact, there looks like to be a bit of mid-action. Booty. He was looking for somebody, but the invis will wear off, and he'll go back. Top lane, actually, Chris going onto Raw, and Raw was actually going onto him, my apologies. But again, they're trying to bait this out. As you can see, there's bombs here, and they're trying to bait them into running into these bombs, and it looks like it might be successful. They're getting pretty close. Rin, I think he's gonna be baited into this again. They definitely want more than one person to run into them, though. And actually, they've got what's called a Gem of True Sight now, which means they can actually see the bombs. Oh, Rin's on top of them, though, and they don't detonate them in time. So Rin, if he runs into them, he's going to die here. Actually, two of them are going to die if they detonate them, and you can see the pings coming out. Techies does not detonate the bombs. Now he does this way too late, though. Medusa does not end up dying. Gangbang comes in. They're going to go straight into Medusa. And she's copying a lot of damage, but the Night Stalker actually loses his life. Rin dealing a lot of damage himself. Doggo will end up killing Mister again. It's 2 down so far for the Radiant, 2 down for the Dire. The gems have been dropped onto the deck. Rin, he's trying to go into Gangbang, but I don't think he can man fight this, can he? Oh, Gangbang. Oh, no, he'll get the kill into the AM. So Rin will lose his life, and Bernie will finish the job. And they will get their gem back. And gem's another one of those items where if you die, it will drop. So you got to be careful with that one. Doggo actually has a blink. Jumped on top of the hill. Looks like he might go for a hook attempt onto Bernie. No, but Bernie knows about it. There's wards on top of that hill. And now the stun comes out. And Pudge, being a bit silly, will lose his life. No, the Dismember's there. No, he will lose his life. Rin, he's trying to make the push down while all these heroes are down. Force some buybacks out, which basically means they have to expend a lot of gold to buy back into the game instead of waiting for their respawn times. So those with that bronze gold bar are able to buy back with, like, they have the gold to do it. Rin, though, making the push happen. If he gets this final racks, they have mega creeps, which almost makes it impossible to push back from, because they've already lost that bot racks. They've lost that mid, and there's only one left. These two buildings, they die. Radiant aren't going to be very happy. It doesn't make it 100% impossible, but it is very, very hard after that to be able to push back into the game. Bernie now has an Assault Cuirass and looks like he's going for a Satanic, so it's going to offer a lot of life still. And it can really get you out of a pickle. Rin, he's going to be found out here. Booty, he's going to try and go for the jewel, and will he get it off? No, there was a Lincoln's there, but they do get the jewel at the end of the day. Good dismember from Doggo to break that Lincoln's first. And Rin will lose his life at the end of the day. Still top of the net worth, but if he's dying like that, unfortunately, it doesn't matter how high in the net worth you are, because you're going to lose the game if you die that many times. And he has no buyback available. Doggo actually dismember onto the Phantom Lance, and now Booty will end up taking out Mr. Spec. Does commit the ulti as well. They're going to go after Harambe here. And Harambe, the dagger does miss, but the Radiance burn, it looks like it'll be enough. the shrine. I don't think it's going to be enough heal here. And there's a lot of havoc going on in the backgrounds. Bernie actually ends up taking out Doggo. He will go after Legion Commander, gets him as well. Where the hell is the Spectre? Still chasing Harambe, who hasn't died yet. And now Harambe's going to turn around and keep slowing him down. Chris, he's there, but he's looks like he's AFK. No, he's not anymore. Gangbang will get stunned up. And yeah, I think he's dead here. Gangbang, he can try and walk this one out, but Bernie is slowing him down quite a lot. And the misses though, but no, Bernie will get the kill. So good return kill. I'm so surprised that Harambe did not die there. But he managed to escape somehow. I really wish I watched him escape that, but anyway, let's just keep moving on, because we are almost at that 60-minute mark. We're currently at 59 minutes. Which basically means there's like another 37 minutes to go in this game. Spoiler alert, by the way. I didn't want to ruin it, you know, but I'm sure you guys are aware of how long this darn game goes on for. Harambe actually also got a heart, and that's what you're going to see. For those who don't know this game, games aren't meant to go on this long. Like, this game is way longer than a normal game. In fact, it's like triple the amount of time that you would spend in a normal game. Rin, he's going for that last Rax. He really wants those mega creeps to be able to make it really hard on the other team. But look at these mines. What can you do about them? Rin, he doesn't have the gem either. It's on Medusa. So and he should know by this point that techies would have mined the base up quite a lot. Bot lane, they're actually having gone to Booty. The ulti committed as well to slow him down. Booty does use the ulti, and Cycling Joe gets the kill onto Rin. So Rin looks like he blinked in, got killed off. Raw Puppy now with the Yule. And Bernie might get hooked here, but Doggo doesn't go for it quite yet. Now commits it and does get it as well. Bernie, he's in big trouble here. He's going to have to man fight this, but Gangbang's there as well. The Dismember, and yeah, he's dead. He's surrounded. The bombs are there just in case, but they actually commit him as well just to get the kill. Cycling Joe with a bit of a kill still there, but regardless, I suppose he deserves it because he's a techies. And I don't know why you would play techies, but some people just are sick in the head and pick these disgusting heroes that really shouldn't exist in the game, but they do nevertheless. Hook onto Chris again. Doggo, he has been on point with these hooks. No way to stop. No, he does actually. The hook was only 4-second cooldown. The Yules now from Mister. No, it wasn't from Mister. It was from Doggo. And he'll keep going here. He can hook for days. Misses that one. Oh, and accidentally took a screenshot apparently. And that'll be it. Meanwhile, looks like Raw Puppy actually making a push on it by himself. Not the best tower pusher though, so didn't really do any damage. Oh, and they're going to have a go here on Chris. But Chris is very, very tanky. Commits the ulti as well. Harambe's there to help out. And Spec, he's going to cop a lot of damage, but he's so tanky himself. He's got a heart as well. And Harambe, he's trying his best. Gangbang has no mana left. Doggo, he is TPing in. What can he do here though? Raw Puppy, he's still going. They're all so tanky. There's just no damage on any of these heroes. Harambe, he will get killed off. Chris, he's low himself, but looks like Rin came in to help out, and Gangbang now is in big trouble. He has no Doggo left. Will get killed off, and this is a good opportunity for them to make the push happen now, but the main culprit in the defense, being the techies, is the one you need to take care of. Raw Puppy, he wants to try and slow down the push of Rin. Problem is as well, Rin is by himself. And he will be forced to blink out. The rest of his team not with him for some reason. So they really have to try and go as 5 rather than going as like just letting Rin go by himself, because there's only 1 Rax left. Once you get that Rax, you can maneuver around the map quite a lot and make it, like, find a way to win. But as it stands right now, it's going to be really hard. In fact, Booty, he's going for the duel onto Bernie. By himself though, can't deal enough damage. Bernie is just way too tanky. And he actually triggered the Satanic before the duel happened. Now he'll turn around with the Elder Dragon form. Rin, he's really thinking about going in mid, but there's bombs there. Booty is down though. This is a good opportunity for the Radiant. Oh, I'm sorry, for the Dire. Rin, he's going to go into Raw Puppy. Can they get a stun? No, they can't. Not at quite in range yet. Oh, and there's the bomb. They kill off the Elder Dragon. And they actually got the CM as well. AM is rooted in place, so Rin has to be careful. Is taking out the shrines. But he knows that there are bombs at that Rax. And in fact, there is no bombs, funnily enough. So this would be the perfect time for Rin to go down there and kill those Rax. But probably assumes there's heaps of bombs, which there isn't. And now he'll know. Unfortunately, Medusa, not the hardest hitter herself. So, really struggling to take out that Rax by herself. Really need Rin to be there to help out. And now he is there, but it may be too late. It's 3v5, and the Phantom Lancer is way too far back. So, they're going to have to back off for the time being. I believe some buybacks were forced there, though. And it was Booty who bought back, so he won't have it available. And at this stage of the game, we really should have the buyback status to see who can and who can't, because it's very important you do have it available. Booty, he will be caught out. The jewel is not broken quite yet. There it is, but he's been stoned up. Now Rin's there as well, and he waits out the blade mail, and I think, yeah, Booty should die here. No, Gangbang's there. The BKB committed as well, and Gangbang, he's trying his best to deal as much damage to Chris as he can. There's a bit of a stun there, and Gangbang lost all his mana. Now Booty comes back in, but he's got to be careful. Rin deals too much damage. We'll end up killing him off. He has no buyback as well. That was actually a dieback. Oh, Gangbang, though, gets a lucky stun. And Rin will be able to back off, but Doggo's TPing in. And this man wants to find some big hooks. Now he will miss it completely. The Frostbite was committed. And that'll be it. But while all that was happening, looks like someone cheeky was taking a Rax, and it was Night Stalker again. He took the range Rax, not too big of a deal. The melee is the one you're really worried about. And look at this pesky tech. He's cycling Joe. He's placing those mines once again. And you just need the Dire to commit as a team of 5. Go down to that lane. Because you've got the gem, those aren't invis anymore. So when Medusa is in range, she can see those, and you can just attack them and blow them up before you're near them. Bernie, he's going for a kill onto Pudge. Will end up getting the kill. I mean, they know that Legion Commander has no buyback, and this is the perfect time to make a push happen. They've just got to be so careful about those bombs. And Rin, oh, he does dodge him with the blink, but he's got to be careful now. He shouldn't die, but he's going to have to try really hard to get this Rax. He's by himself at the moment. Now the hook from Pudge. Dismember is cancelled off. They've just got to concentrate on this Rax. That's all they need right now. I heard some bombs going off, and Cycling Joe actually ended up getting a kill, I believe, onto Mr. Willow. And Doggo, he's being attacked here by Harambe. I would probably be focusing that Rax right now if I was them, but Rin actually backed off because he went really low on HP. Now Booty trying to find a jewel. And if he gets this, no, he won't, because Rin's blinking like a mofo right now. Oh, but if he gets hooked, no, the hook will miss as well. And Rin, he will be okay at the end of the day. Top lane, meanwhile, though, Gangbang, he is in trouble. But there's just no damage coming out from Chris. Gangbang is literally out healing this damage, but Rin's here now. That'll be the damage they need. And I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed because that Range Rax could have 100% been taken down. Like, they should have really ignored the heroes and just focused all the Rax. Because these won't last long with the stage of farm that the Dire heroes are at. But they're just not going in as 5. Like Bernie, who is the fastest tower pusher, apart from Rin right now, they could literally just go and hit that Range Rax a couple times. It would go down. And that would make it so much easier for them to win this game. But they really decided to drag this on. And it's really not what you want. Booty now. He's going to go for another duel attempt here. Rin. Oh, he got hooked out accidentally from Doggo. Doggo jumps in. Misses the Dismember though. Another hook is available if he wants to use it. But Rin is a bit too far away. And will miss the hook. They could also go for a smoke attempt. It wouldn't be very hard to just smoke down this way, straight to that melee, that range racks. You can dodge most of the bombs as well. And this is what we talked about at the start of the game. This man right here, this techies, he can really drag out the game for a very, very long time. And it does start to have an effect on your mental well-being, let me assure you. Rin looks like he's going to have another attempt here, but no, we'll back off. They're being very cautious. At this stage of the game, as you can see on this graph, the only person who has a buyback right now is Rin on the anti-mage. Which means that if any team dies right now, they're pretty much screwed and they'll lose their whole base. There's actually a team fight breaking out. There was a spec ulti. Mister will be going down straight away again. Rin will blink out. There is a duel as well. It was on Chris, and Chris, he was trying to TP but gets hooked, and Doggo will get the kill onto Medusa. Now Rin, I don't know how he got back in there, but he will die as well. And that's 3 down right now. Rin actually disconnects from the game and there will be a pause. Rin, though, he does have buyback like we talked about before, so he will be forced to use it. But this is pretty darn bad for the side of the Dire. And like I said, that your mental well-being will be affected by this game. Like, the stress will start kicking in. Booty claiming he's not coming back, so he thinks it's a rage quit. We will probably skip the pause, like assuming it doesn't unpause itself in a couple seconds. And looks like Rin is back. Did he actually come back? It looks like he's back. Oh, there it is. He is reconnected to the game. Oh, and looks like Raw Puppy. He's pushing that Rax. Harambe gonna try and defend now. Rin does buy back. But if he does die here, it's going to be really bad news for the side of the Dire, because he won't be able to buy back a second time. But the Radiant, they will back off, not feeling very safe at this point. $270 bonus damage right now on Booty. So he's hitting like an absolute truck. Those structures, they're not going to last very long once he starts hitting them. And the longer this game goes on, the more dual damage that Legion's going to get. So you've got to be careful. Gangbang. Very confidently hitting that structure, just literally standing there, not being bothered at all by the heroes around him. Now Rin will bother him quite a bit. And a lot of damage being dealt out, and I think Gangbang, he might lose his life here. And he will do so. Rin will get the kill. And this will pretty much force them back. They'll have to wait until all their heroes up again. Raw Puppy is being chased up here. Bernie using that Shadow Blade, but can't find him in that night time. Raw Puppy is way too fast, but he turns around to hit some creeps. If they just turn around here, they'd find him, but Harambe might just find him. And yep, they'll find him alright. Rin. The panic ensues. Raw Puppy trying to find out where he goes. The slow there as well. He commits the ultimate for the night time, but it's not going to matter. The stun's enough. And they do get the kill. That being said, you can see Booty here trying to split push this lane. His creeps are a bit slow though. This tech, he's going to catch some poor victim right there. With these mines, someone's gonna run past and they're gonna get blown up. Rin, meanwhile, going for the Roshan again. This time it will drop the cheese, but it looks like Booty's gonna be aware of it. And now, will he use the jewel? No, Lincoln's broken with it. So Jewel unsuccessful due to those Lincolns. Now Bernie doesn't find the stun, but they're still going to go for this Roshan. Very helpful as well that Rin had a double damage rune, which speaks for itself. It does double the damage. Rin, he also gets what's called a cheese, which, as you can see, health restored is 2,500, mana restored is 1,500. So it's basically just a consumable that you can eat, and it will restore a lot of your health and mana. So very handy as well. After that Aegis is used, you can use that for another secondary life. Look at these mines. Like, somebody's going to jump in to try and take that Rax, and they're going to get blown up. Unless they have a gem, which is Medusa. No, she doesn't have one. In fact, nobody has one, so this is the worst time to go for it. And Rin, he's going to lose his life. That's one Aegis, though. Bernie, he's getting taken down. The Jewel will be successful. Booty will take him down. Rin, he has to back out now. I don't know why they don't go as 5. It's actually frustrating me that they're not going as 5. Rin, he's not going to get hooked again. Medusa TPing in right now. Commits the ultimate. Still no damage though. She deals absolutely no damage. And actually they find gangbang in the back lines. Hook does miss. Raw Puppy is being chased up. Has probably overextended himself a bit here. Probably will die. But Booty's there as well. Doesn't have a jewel, but a lot of damage. They actually take out Rin, who has no buyback. He's down for 2 minutes now. Harambe, he's going to have to try and man-fight this. And Booty, will he be able to deal enough damage? Now they'll find the real one. No, they'll get the wrong one. And that's not what they wanted. Now they know who the real one is. The dagger's there. They slowed him down. The hook misses. And Doppel, Harambe, yeah, the stun's there from Gangbang. And they should be able to finish him off. And they will do so, but I don't mean to sound upset. And I'm sure it's not Rin's fault. But why the hell aren't the Dire just going as 5 and hitting that Rax? Like, where is the confusion? I'm not sure I'm not sure if they're just having an argument or something like that, but it is very peculiar that they're not doing that. Booty, he's going to go for a duel into the easiest target. Just wants that added damage. And you see, now they do the right thing. They go as a team, take out that Rax. Gangbang, meanwhile, he'll take out that top Rax, because there's no buybacks available with any of these heroes. Bernie, he's going to try and slow it down, but Gangbang and Dogo, they're going to pretty much take out Bernie here. And yep, that's Mega Creeps. Booty's also hitting for 386 plus dual damage, so he's up to like 700 per hit now. And there's really no stopping this Radiant side, I don't think. Bernie actually takes out 2 though. That's a big deal. And he's going to go straight after Legion Commander. A lot of damage being dealt, and looks like he'll be able to take him out. No, the Invis is there. He can't get the last hit. And Raw, he'll be chased down. He doesn't have an Invis, so he is very fast though, I've got to say. It is nighttime once again. And yeah, he's actually going to be able to outrun them, which is rather a shame. But I mean, what can you do? Oh, the bombs. The bombs. Teki's really not paying attention with those bombs, because he really could have just killed Mister. And Mister's gonna... In fact, there's a gem. There's a gem sitting there. Nobody seems to realize that the gem's here. These things happen, like people lose gems and they can't ever find them. Like they fall in these awkward spots in the trees and nobody ever walks through. Mister will die right now if those are detonated. Those pings coming out from the Dire end and saying, please, for the love of God, and now they're being destroyed. So Mister, realizing how lucky he is that Techies hasn't been watching his own mind, and Cyclone Joe actually takes out Rin, but I'm not sure where the hell that happened. Huh. Happened right here, apparently. Must have been a bunch of mines again. A lot of mistakes been made this game. And I don't know who's to blame, but I think it's an overall lack of coordination from the Dire end. They're going to go for another duel attempt, and Chris really can't back out here. He commits the ulti. They will be stoned up at the end of the day, but the TP is there. Oh, he gets out. So no stun coming out from Gangbang in time. And you see, these are mega creeps now. They deal a lot more damage than the normal creeps that they have, that the Dire have, because all the racks went down on the Dire end. And the only thing stopping the Dire from having the same kind of creeps is this one structure. That all they have to do is hit like 3 times. But they just need to go in as a team and do it, but they're just not doing so, and Techies is pretty much destroying them with these mines. It's really upsetting to watch, because this game should have been over like 30 minutes ago. But Techies is just destroying them, and the lack of coordination really not helping out. Not to mention the fact that this gem is just sitting there and nobody seems to be aware of the free gem. Still very cautious from both teams. No need to give up. The Dire can still maintain their base, because they do have a Medusa. They do have an anti-mage. They have everything they need to maintain it. It's just a matter of how do they get this one structure now to even out the game. And Raw Puppy, he could be in trouble here. Bernie's going to find him out. Now they'll have a go onto him. And Booty is there for backup, but I don't think he can jump in here. And he won't do so. So the Night Stalker will lose his life. Does have buyback available though. And look how hard it is to get through these creeps. Not the easiest. Rin won't have the hardest time in the world, but they've really got to try and get that last racks. Otherwise, it's just going to be impossible to get back into this game. They will take out Doggo as well. Booty, he will be found out, and actually he's going to go after Rin himself, but the illusions from Rin being a bit frustrating. Has Medusa picked up a Divine yet? No, still no Divine on her. Probably saving for buyback. Yeah, she is. But she does need it. Like, she's got absolutely no damage. And even one Divine probably not going to be enough. Like, at this stage of the game, she's probably going to need like 2 at least to make it like worthwhile. In fact, you may as well just ask like DK to get it, and he actually is. Because he'll probably deal a lot more damage with that Divine anyway. And Booty, he's going to find Rin. Rin, he's going to blink out though. Very low cooldown on that blink. Bernie now going to make the chase. And they're actually going to go on to him. The BKB's used though, so they can't stun him quite yet. And he will run out of that one. And looks like there's actually a bit of a team fight. No, it was just on to Gangbang, but just a bit of harass from Harambe. Bombs here as well. Rin, he's going to fall for it again. And no, they're not detonated. Cycling Joe is very slow on the reactions. There's actually going to be a fight though. Spec does commit the ulti. There was a duel somewhere and it was onto the CM. More duel damage going the LC's way. And Phantom Lance in the middle of everything. So Harambe, he will end up going down the hook as well onto Rin. Rin will blink straight back out though. But that's 2 down so far for the Dire. And the hook again barely misses. But Drogo going to keep chasing. He will be able to find a blink again. And it's on top of the hill. Straight TP. And he'll get out safely. But 2 of his teammates died for that. They do have buyback. But you really don't want to have to commit those. And look at the enemy base. Look at the Radiant base right now. Mines everywhere. Buybacks One comes out from Harambe. The Crystal Maiden probably won't commit it. In fact, it looks like Bernie. He's going to go for some kind of sneaky play here. But they know he's there. They do have some kind of true sight. And he's copping so much damage, Bernie. He's getting stunned into place. There's the suicide as well. Can he take out this techies? He's got to be careful. There's a lot of bombs. He's losing a lot of health very quickly. And this is a big mistake from Bernie. He should have gone to this structure. And he will be forced to back out. In fact, now he's getting taunted by techies because he can't do anything. He's going to try and come back in. And looks like there's a big team fight going on here. Rin fighting Doggo, but will back out. Bernie is still playing around with this freaking base. But this, I gotta say, like, he's being rooted into place. CM lost her life to the LC. Now Harambe, big trouble himself. Doggo with the Yules as well. They hold him into place, and Harambe, I think he's screwed here. No doppelganger available. Will lose his life. Bernie, he's trying to go for the racks, and good on him for doing so, but he's being held in place so long. He's trying to hit the creeps for some reason. I'm actually getting really upset watching this. Just hit the racks. He will finally start doing it with the fortification. And they're actually going to defend it. He waited way too long. The Hex is there. Now the roots are going to come out as well. And I don't think he can do anything about this. He's going to get killed off from this LC. And actually he's going to try and man-fight. He actually managed to man-fight that. But look at how many roots are happening here from Cycling Joe. Rin actually TPs now, trying to sort this out himself. Gets the kill. Can he get a return kill? He does, but the bomb's there. Oh no, if he gets detonated, he's going to die. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was one hit. That was one hit away. Literally one hit, like he was mid-attack animation. And then that bomb went off from techies. Oh my god, that would be so freaking frustrating. Hook comes out from Doggo. Night Stalker looks like he may lose his life. Rin just did buyback, but I'm pretty sure that was rage buyback. Now Booty. The Raiden are really playing around with them right now. Gangbang. He comes in. He's so darn tanky. Literally standing there, just letting Rin deal damage to himself, and Rin might lose his life almost. 40 HP. Bernie, he'll get the structure. My goodness, it's a miracle. And Cycling Joe looks like he's going to make him lose his life for it, though. No, he will manage to back out. So now both teams have mega creeps. So the creep equilibrium is equal, but it becomes then a matter of who can win this game now in a team fight. And Booty is plus 502 dual damage. Rin, he's going to try and man fight. Raw Puppy, looks like he'll lose his life, and he does do so. That being said, Rin is low HP. Booty, he's almost dead. He will die at the end of the day. Gangbang, he's going to die as well. That's 3 dead. No buybacks on the 2 of them. This is their one chance to finish this game off. And in fact, Doggo decides he wants to give his life away as well. He does have a buyback though. And this is the chance to finish. Because your Spectre and your Legion Commander, no buybacks available. And they know it too. They've got to push this out. They've got mega creeps so the base can defend itself. The buybacks are coming out from Pudge. Where is Rin? Rin. Oh, he'll probably wait because he's got the Boots of Travel. So he can TP in onto those creeps. But he is actually making the run there. Medusa, what are you doing? Go help your team. He also has the Boots of Travel though. They've got to try and take out that Darn Agent while they still can. There's a lot of bombs actually. Hook, Bernie. He's in trouble here. He's been hexed up as well. He's copping too much damage and I think he's going to get taken down. He will die to the techies. Rin, he's going straight for the tier 4s but cops the bombs. And now they're going. Still man fighting. No damage coming out from Medusa. Absolutely none. And now it looks like she'll get taken down. Harambe, he's trying to man fight this. Raw Puppy. He's so tanky, or Medusa's just hitting with a basically like it's a pillow fight from her. And that'll be it. The attack was unsuccessful and the defense was successful from the Radiant. And in fact, Spectre is going to try and get something in return here. Rumby. Looks like he might lose his life. He does have Doppelganger in just a second though. Oh no, Raw Puppy's there. He can silence him in just a moment. The stun's coming out as well. There's the Doppelganger. Doggo gets the dismember. That'll be it. He rots him out. Rumby, no buyback. In fact, there's 3 dead, no buyback. They'll get the kill onto Booty. Medusa, go buy a Divine Rapier, please. I'm getting upset watching this Medusa now. Why? I don't understand. Why is there so much hesitation from this Medusa to buy the Divine Rapier? Like, you're 90 minutes into a game. It's Mega Creeps versus Mega Creeps. Like, there's nothing wrong with committing to Divine Rapiers. And nobody's going to rage if you lose it at this point, I assure you. Frostbite. But they've got to be careful here. Night Stalker, pretty tanky himself. Going to try and fight this, but really does no damage himself. Ulting committed, but a bit late. And the push is coming in from the Radiant now. Gangbang will be the first one in. Chris, he's in trouble now. He's by himself. Bernie, he's coming in to try and help out Gangbang. He's been stunned up. Or can they take him down? Rin, he will do so. So Spec does go down. No buyback available. Raw Puppy was trying to go for the tier 4s. Looks like he'll lose his life as well. And it will happen. 3 down. Actually 2 down. But they've got no buyback. So it's a big deal. And you know what this means? Cycling Joe, he's going to go straight back to the base and start mining it out again. Make sure they can't push freely. Rin, he's going for that push again, but Aegis would be the right play. At least if the bombs take you down, you respawn, no other bombs around you, and you're able to make something happen. Oh no. Oh, Booty. Does not get the jewel off though. And now Bernie wants to turn this around. Is Rin going to be able to help out? He doesn't have a heart, so he's not really healing that fast. And they are going to have a go onto him. But the TP, the blink will be up. But no, he did die, my apologies. Didn't see him die. The cheese is actually sitting there as well. Rin. Have they got a gem? Surely they have a gem. No, they don't have a gem. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, there's this moment going on, and it's on to Bernie, who looks like he's going to lose his life here. He is using Satanic, but he's surviving through it now. Mister with the ulti as well. And what is Rin doing? Rin, he's been rooted up at the moment. And actually, Mister gets a kill onto Doggo. No buyback available. This should be the game. They should be able to win. But Rin, not again, please. Please, not this mistake again. Oh, he loses his life again. And now Raw. They're going to be able to defend this. Gangbang. He's fighting. DK, he's almost taken down the Spectre. No, that was an illusion. In fact, no, it was actually NS. They took him down. Mister loses his life. Spec. Actually, Anti-Mage brought back. But Rin, I think he's about to die again. And he will die. Booty takes him out. And now Bernie, he's trying to man fight this. They stoned up the LC, but it doesn't matter. Again, they will back off. 92 minutes into this game, and uh-oh, Booty. No jewel available, so doesn't want to go for it. Hex coming out from Cyclone Joe. Cycling Joe, my apologies. And Bernie is really sticking around for no reason, but I think it's just confusion as to how the hell you approach this game. Approach finishing this game, that is. Booty has the idea though, wants to go for the duel now. Doesn't commit to it though. I think Rin has like completely like lost the plot at this point. I can't blame him. I really can't blame him, but there's just... Look, there's too many mistakes being made this game, to be fair. Like, they should not be going in to the base without a gem to be able to see exactly where the mines are. You can at least dodge the mines if you know where they are. They're just not... I feel like the Dire just aren't playing as a team at the moment. Moody now, he's going to go for another duel, and Mister is a very, very easy target. Oh, Yules. He wants that plus 40 though, and there it is. Now the Bernie, he comes in. A lot of damage being dealt here. And Booty, will he lose his life? He's still healing up, but no, he will lose his life at the end of the day. Dogo, he's back as well. Look how tanky he is. 6k HP now. Hook misses. Bernie, looks like he's going to lose his life. No, Rin jumps in. He really can't die here, but he looks like he will. No buyback, and Bernie... I mean, if he dies, this could be GG well played. And Harambe will back off. Bernie is pushing in from the top. And Phantom Lancer. Harambe juking around. Bernie, he's actually trying his best, but this Techies is so frustrating to watch. I mean, it's a great Techies play. I've got to give it to this Techies. I've never seen someone defend so well in my life. But I would literally kill myself if I was playing this game. Like, against this Techies. Hex comes out. Now Booty, he has the duel available with the Blade Mail. Gonna start hitting up on him. The status trap slowing him down a lot. The bombs coming out as well. They actually get the plus 40 damage. He's plus 618 dual damage now. He's literally hitting for 1k each physical attack. Like, he's this Legion Commander is massive. Rambi turns around. I don't... Why is there no divines? There's a divine. There's one divine. He's still got 10k. Buy another one. Just buy another. You've got a moon shard, right? This Medusa. Just consume that and buy another one straight away. That's what she has to do right now. But she's not going to because she's scared. She wants to hold on to 10k gold for no reason. I don't understand it. Like, you're 95 minutes into the game, just commit to it. Gangbang is going in. Harambe's trying to fight this. Raw is there though, and it's too much damage. Mister's going to lose his life. Harambe almost dead himself. Trying to back off, but Elsie's making the chase. Now Chris with the ulti, dealing a lot more damage, but probably should have gone for that Seiken Rapier. Raw looks like he'll be able to walk this one off. And in fact, they're going to turn this around on Chris. And they'll back off, but 3 dead on the Dire end. And I think that the Radiant have had enough. I think they're gonna go for one final push here. I think they're very confident in this. There's no Phantom Lancer available. I mean, Dogo's sitting there with 6.1k HP now. And Medusa, hook miss for some reason. Dismember is there though. And don't know why it went there. But Medusa gonna lose his life. Anti-Mage Rin, he's pushing on the side lane here. He's gonna go for a base race, but it's too late. They're gonna push this, and I think he realizes it's over. Harambe calls GG well played. The Ancient is going down relatively fast. Miss Willow, or Mr. Willow, trying to go for something to slow this down for Rin. Rin is pushing, but there's too many status traps, and he's losing his life to creeps. And at the end of the day, it will be GG well played to the Radiant. And Rin did warn me this was a very frustrating, tilting game, and I mean, I'm pretty tilted just watching this game. I'm sick as a dog right now, and it was definitely a massive mistake to cast this game in this state. But it was a bit of fun. It was a bit of fun, guys. To the friends of Rin that are watching, I realized I stopped making it as simple as I could have, but it's really hard to explain all the spells and items that they're using. So hopefully Rin will explain it a bit to you. Otherwise, I recommend you try playing the game because it's a hell of a lot of fun. Apologies, obviously not my best work. I'm pretty sick, so please excuse the nasally voice and the loss of words and things like that. Pretty hard to think in this state, but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider following on the Twitch and the YouTube and things like that. Otherwise, guys, it's been a pleasure casting as usual. It's been Michael Phoenix. You guys have a great day ahead.